Grimes leaves it for Torp, and he's gone directly towards Wetterstrom, and it's in! Bobby Thomas was there for Coventry City. Derby County couldn't deal with it. A ball in that caused chaos and got the ultimate reward.
Well, they were the masters of this type of situation at the back end of last season, and so many times Thomas came up with big goals. It's just a brilliant ball in, ricochets the chest off the head, it doesn't matter, it's Thomas's goal, but the ball in just caused absolute mayhem in that Derby rearguard, and yet another goal for the central defender, Mason Clark.
Elder with pace, and it's in! All the way in! Whip and bend, and there was no Coventry response to it. And the Derby County riposte is swift. 1-1.
It's a beauty. Left foot, pace, direction. I think you always look at the goalkeeper, but credit Callum Elder for a brilliant bit of individual skill. Great technique.
Mason Clark moving it on nicely. Ball over towards right. Elder heads it away. The danger isn't cleared though, and that's a penalty. Mason Clark's legs whipped away from under him. And despite the Derby County protest, there's another twist in the tail inside 23 minutes here.
Well, firstly, the approach play is brilliant from De Silva and then from Mason Clark. Derby players not happy. It looked like a penalty, didn't it? Live, and Haji Wright, the man that's going to take on the pressure.
Haji Wright for Coventry City. And amid the chaos of the opening 20 minutes or so, a finish of composure. And Coventry City have their lead back.
Yeah, when it struck that forcefully and goes high, doesn't really matter that it's not in the corner. Goalkeeper's not going to save that. And he'll be pleased to be up and running, Haji Wright.
Lifted high by Elder. Optimistic appeals for holding in the box. Jay De Silva determined. In by Nyambi. Clark is there. Was that a hand? Derby County screaming for it. It certainly looked like it from here, and Anthony Backhouse eventually points to the spot.
Well, it looked like the most obvious handball you're ever going to see. Completely mistimes his jump. Clark's up there, little shove in the back, but I think that's a penalty.
It is Morris. It is 2-2. It is 2-2 for Carlton Morris in the Championship in Derby County colours. And it has been a fast, frantic, frenetic first half.
Yeah, really nice penalty. Just sits Rushworth down, pops it the opposite direction. And yeah, it will do him the world of good. Such an indifferent 12 months at Luton. Great way to start the season for him, scoring goals. Up and down the pitch, invariably he finds himself in a wide left position when they're in possession and attacking. And I think given Ibu Adams' incredible engine, it's almost a free roll, really.
Elder's throw with plenty of movement in the middle. Adams is going to hit it! And it trickles in! Well, after a crazy first half, the second half is up and running all too swiftly for Coventry City's liking.
Yeah, and another set piece, another ball into the box that's not dealt with by defence. A lot of movement from the Derby County players, half cleared by Thomas, and he's falling backwards, and he does brilliantly to control it. Almost limps over the line, but he won't care.
19 minutes away from victory. Coventry City needs something here. Van Eyck with a throw. Thomas is there! And will it be scrambled in? It will! Brandon Thomas Asante made sure. Bobby Thomas with the initial header. Coventry City get goal number 6 of the game, and we're locked level again.
That aggression, determination from Coventry defenders once more coming to the fore. He just wants it a little bit more than the opposition. When he pokes it in, he's completely unopposed. Thomas Asante, but he's behind, certainly, Nyambe when he makes his dart. And that's a nice one to thrash into the roof of the net.
And seemingly it hadn't crossed the line before it was poached by Brandon Thomas Asante.
Yeah, astonished that one of the centre-halves hasn't been instructed or calls it on themselves there to just go and get on his toes. Just stop him moving.
Eyck in towards Ephron Mason-Clark. And in double quick time, Coventry City edge ahead in this crazy game. From behind to in front, in a flash.
Well, he's had a quieter second half, Mason-Clark, but he comes up with a huge moment for the Sky Blues, and it's just 2 peaches. Look at that from Kitching. Elder's sleeping. Van Eyck just supplies the most perfect of crosses. Look at that. Kitching left to right. Van Eyck steams ahead of Elder, and he puts it on a plate for Mason-Clark, who steers it into the near post beautifully. Brilliant Coventry goal. The pick of the bunch, probably.
As these two sides slug it out looking for the 3 points, Brandon Thomas Asante is there. It'll drop for Van Eyck. And now Torp with room and a goal! And that one might well take the game away from Derby County. Goal number 8 of this titanic tussle may well be telling.
Well, he's looked like a class operator all afternoon. From the first goal of the game where he put in that brilliant delivery. Once again, it's Kitchen looking to prise open Derby County, and the lack of intensity now from the Rams. Nobody gets out to the ball, closes it down. We know from what we've seen so far today how clean a ball Victor Torp strikes. And you know this is going to be with quality, and afforded that amount of space. 2 touches to set. Finds the bottom corner, kissing inside of the post. Brilliant.
Free kick to come into Pompey's penalty area. Nunez to deliver. Not a bad delivery. A header from Darling is into the net. It's so easy. Harry Darling's first goal for Norwich. He was completely up. Derby 1, Coventry 1. In the All Midlands clash. Long throw into the area, flicked on, real danger, and it's into the net. And Norwich have got a second. Josh Sargent, Pompey not able to deal with a long throw. He will cross this to the far post. No, he won't. He'll go to Bianchini, who can cross it. Deflected back to Ogilvie. This has got to go to the far post. And the defender sticks a leg out, and it's a good bit of defending. And then Bianchini's fouled, and it's a penalty kick to Pompey. And Fisher knows straight away and looks to the ground. Kovacevic, right-footed. Colby Bishop will strike it, and it's saved. Kovacevic goes to his left, guesses right, and saves it. Swift's got it. Ogilvie coming out to this left-hand side. Needs some support from Bianchini, gets it here. Chance to get a cross in, and instead he'll go infield to Segicic. He's going to shoot from here, and he'll score! Segicic! It's a lovely effort from the Australian. 2 in 2 for him. Slammed in.
Fellows, he's got it in there. Price in the right place, right time, and it's West Bromwich Albion who strike first and crash the Wrexham party.
Well, Jude Bellingham famously said, who else, didn't he, after scoring a brilliant goal for England at the Euros? I think we could probably say the same here, because this young man has been on fire at the start of this season. He's a real goals threat. He just seems to judge his movement into dangerous areas really well. There's a little bit of fortune, because the cross, I think, takes a little deflection off James McLean, and that little deflection proves pivotal, I think. But what a great finish. He keeps it hard, he keeps it low. No chance for Danny Ward. That is a smart finish from a very smart young player.
Dobson. Ryan Mason a little concerned Wrexham were able to get out as straightforwardly as they did. Here's McLean, there's O'Brien! And there is an equaliser for Wrexham! A Dragon's roar! And Lewis O'Brien with his first goal in Wrexham colours.
Kiefer Moore, good movement. Watch the little movement. Dobson aware, Kiefer Moore's in, but watch Nat Phillips there, drops off, doesn't come with him, wants to stay in the middle, and that gives Kiefer Moore free rein. Picks out McLean, maybe gets a tad fortunate that it drops to Lewis O'Brien, but he gets a good strike on it, and he gives Griffiths no chance. Wrexham out of nowhere a level, but Nat Phillips, that decision there has proved costly, really. Wrong choice, and it's been punished.
Well, he has an early opportunity here, Johnston, and Wallace there with him. Instant impact! Well, don't you love it when a plan comes together? Ryan Mason making a double change, and the dividends are handsome.
Well, I think the first thing to say is when you see a ball go in at the near post, you always first look at the goalkeeper. Has Danny Ward got his position right? But it's simple, it's a long ball. Hegerberg does really, really well. Mikey Johnson finds Wallace. He's got no right to score there. Danny Ward, to me, just seems a little bit flat-footed. He's not expecting it. I just wonder. Yeah, he's going to be disappointed. He's going to be really disappointed, the goalkeeper. Credit Wallace, he's hit the target. He's got plenty of power, but that shouldn't really be finding the back of the net for me.
Akite now to Malumbi. Furlong. Oh, Malumbi's got away from Brunt. Oh. And a moment of huge disappointment for Hegerberg, but the pressure's still on. Johnston's delivery, and there we go. Isaac Price's sensational start to the season continues. My word, isn't he proving excellent value? And West Bromwich Albion look as though they have the points in an iron grip.
Yeah, there's that cushion that of a West Bromwich Albion persuasion you would crave, really. But this is all about Jason Malumbi, really. Initially, tenacity, brilliant. And then they kind of get in a bit of a muddle here. But once they get the crossing opportunity, look where Isaac Price comes from. And then look, he gets on his bike, drifts in between two big central defenders. Nobody picks him up. He's got a free header. It's brilliant movement, and it's a simple task to nod the ball past the goalkeeper from there. And you suspect that should be game, set and match.
Oh, and Smith has given Wrexham hope almost at the very last.
Well, is there time? That's the key, and the Wrexham staff just asking the fourth official now, but it's Wrexham all over, isn't it? Get the ball out wide, whip in a good quality delivery and flood the box. And it's Sam Smith, the beneficiary. Longman's delivery is excellent, and Smith attacks it well. Simple header, but is it too little too late?
Here's Cantwell's cross then. The crowd want a shot, it's launched back into the box instead. Still not dealt with by Birmingham. How's this going to end up? Cantwell! Oh, he caught that superbly. Birmingham failed to clear their lines and they've been punished. Todd Cantwell with a brilliant goal. Just drifting into the box after the corner. And picking this up at the end with a strike that is so sweet. Value Ishmael says it could be a big season for Todd Cantwell. He's got the captain's armband today, leading by example. That's a super strike. Laird readies the long throw. Have to gather on the second ball here, Laird. He's done well. Away from his man and into the box. And has he been brought down? Yes, says the referee. Penalty. "89 minutes on the clock, and Birmingham City through that challenge with the chance to level things up. Laird's industry rewarded. So it's going to be Stansfield. And there's the equaliser. On target on opening night. And delivering once again for Birmingham City. In the 90th minute, they level it up. Oh, the keeper went the right way, but it's so well struck. Cashin, who's come on, be a corner. And Blackburn find a telling blow. Well, not with a delivery like that, and there could be the breakaway on here for Birmingham City. Sent towards Gray. Pace to Burn. Blackburn Rovers trying to get bodies back. Gray. Around Tavares. Dykes is in there! Birmingham City might just have won it. 8 minutes into added time. Lyndon Dykes stretching here. And is that the 3 points? Gray doing brilliantly here to engineer space for the ball in. And Dykes providing the finishing touch. And has it just killed off Blackburn Rovers?
Now Hansen showing what he can do immediately. Fast footwork from him. Whittaker in support. Morgan Whittaker back towards Hansen and in from Hackney. And it's taken only 3.5 minutes of the second half for Middlesbrough to make the breakthrough. And it's Hayden Hackney who scored with an emphatic finish. Hayden Hackney stepped up as he so often does for his side. The boyhood Borough fan who's been so important on the field for them now in recent seasons with another big contribution. 5 goals he got last season. He is up and running for the new campaign. Hackney's corner. Ayling's trying to get the shot away, and then Jones does, and thumps it in to surely settle it. 2-0 Middlesbrough at Millwall, and Alfie Jones, their first signing of the summer, with his first goal for the club to secure the spoils in South London. Ayling couldn't get it out from under his feet, but Alfie Jones lasses it home when it did come to him. One touch, spins to strike it, and delivers surely the knockout blow. Search goes on as As forward here for Bergsorg, and Bergsorg makes absolutely sure in stoppage time, a third right at the finish. What a day this is for Middlesbrough. Winners on the road in their first away game of the season in emphatic fashion. 3 up at Millwall, and it's Delano Bergsorg who signs off the scoring. Summoned as a sub to have his say right at the end. And who saw this coming at half-time?
It's goalless. Valentine now feeds it down the inside right channel. Divine's got there first! That is Divine! Alfie Divine! What a wonderful way to open your Preston North End account. The ball fed down the inside right channel. Stalajic fancied getting there first, but he couldn't beat the pace of Alfie Divine, who took it round the keeper and with the angle tightening, tucked it into the corner.
Really, he's got across as the ball's been whipped across. He's run across his goal. As the Leicester forward's got a touch on the ball, there's Daniel Everson flying across goal himself, getting the important block in, keeping that ball out of the net.
And now Monga comes forward and finds the corner. Everson couldn't get to that one. And Jeremy Monga, just 16 years old, has his first professional goal. He's made a difference since coming. And now a loose ball across the face of the penalty area. Was intercepted by Leicester, but North End then rallied round and won it back quickly. Osmajic sets it out to the left for Small. Small looks to return it. Osmajic! Late delight in front of the town end. New season, same Milutin Osmajic. He just loves a goal in front of the town end.
What a fantastic ball from Thierry Small. Osmajic picked the ball up in his own half, played the ball out wide left to Small, run down the line, whipped it in early. There was Osmajic.
The calls following the use of whistles by supporters. We kindly remind everyone that such behaviour disrupts play and is not permitted. We appreciate your patience and cooperation.
Out of his backroom team, hoping the changes they've just made might be able to swing this in Swansea's favour. As Ronald gallops away, he's got options to his left and to his right. Inusa, Cullen, didn't get the purchase on it, Ronald! Breakthrough goal! Their first in the Championship this season. The inquest starts in the Blades' defence, but it is a strike that heaps yet more misery on Ruben Sayers and Sheffield United. just shy of the midway point of the second half, and the Blades are undone. A game that has been desperately short on quality, but Ronaldo found a little bit of it here. Look at that gaping hole in that back line. It ran kindly for Ronaldo, who squeezed it into the corner. Cooper, despite his plunging dive, unable to reach it.
And it's been a tough start already. Aaron Kunda's onto it here though. Kieran Gould's in the middle, big chance, and he's taken it this time. Luca Kiramgold with his first Watford goal. And for the first time this season, the Hornets are in front. Shut out on the opening day at Charlton. Twice behind in the cup here against Norwich, but Watford are one up. Lovely way to pass there from Kayembe. The other player brought in today, Iran Kunda, with a perfect centre. And the new Danish number 9 puts a pretty simple finishing touch on it, and they deserve it. They've created the chances, now they've taken one. Imran Louza onto the loose ball. Delicate touch for Sissoko. That's a nice take. Iran Kunda has been seriously bright so far. And just having talked him up, he's overhit a fairly simple pass. Kayembe. Louza. Kieran Gould's in again, and he scored again. It's a dream home league debut for Watford's new number 9. And halfway through this first half, they're in total control. Another good ball from Kayembe. And then so delicate and deft from Imran Louza. Right onto his striker's head. He wasn't going to miss that one. Well, keep your eye on it. And it's basically the headed equivalent of a tap-in. He's on a hat-trick. Welcome to Watford. Ilyas Sher. And Benge. Smith. This is worth a hit. Oh, and what a hit! Out of nowhere. Kieran Morgan wallops QPR back into contention here. They've been dreadful, but now they have something to celebrate. Game on. Talk about a bolt from the blue. Rangers' young right back, however long he plays, may never score a better goal than this. Well, Egil Selvik still hasn't made a save in this game, and he wasn't getting anywhere near this. And an unlikely comeback is on.